and welcome to HitchUpAndTow.
Hi guys!
We just turned off the A12 at the Kessingland Africa Wild turn off, and we're now heading down to Kessingland Beach. We've already put the caravan down here, so we can go a little bit faster than what we did when we first came. It's a bit tight in some areas, but just take your time. Plenty of space if you just take your time. The site we're staying on is House Beach Caravan site, or motorhome caravan club site, which is split into two parts. The first part is the main site, where you have to go first to sign in, and then it has an annex part 100 yards down the road, which basically faces the beach. Now we are on the annex part.
Lovely views.
With really nice views over the beach to the sea, which we're very surprised to get a pitch there. We thought they'd all be taken, but they weren't. As you can see, bringing a caravan down here can be a little bit tight in places.
A little bit bumpy.
Apparently this pub here is dog friendly. As you can see, there's dogs there anyway.
Yeah.
So you can take your dogs. This one here, I don't even know if it's open, not sure what's happening there.
This is the waterfront.
This is Beach Road, which you turn into.
Again, speed bumps.
It used to be called Sleeping Policeman in my day. Now, you can see the entrance to the actual site. You go down there to sign in.
Yeah.
And then if you want to go to this site, you have to come back out again and up this road.
Bit of a tight turn if there's cars parked.
Yeah, can be a bit tight. But like I say, just take your time. It's not like a busy road. I will say, this part of the site though, we didn't realise at the time, doesn't have disabled toilets, does it?
No.
Which can be a little bit awkward for us, but
We have the caravan to go in.
this is the site. You had a barrier entry.
A fob. And I wonder if you can spot our caravan. Do do do.
If you pick a pitch facing the sea, you can't have an awning. These
No.
are non-awning pitches.
But you can have one on the back row, which you can put an awning up.
And there we go.
And there we have it.
Home again.
HitchUpAndTow.
See you later.
Here we are at the entrance of the main site. You need to come here first to book in before you can go to the annex. On the left hand side, you can see my thumb. That's better. There are some signs on the grass saying please remain in your vehicle until you get to the front of the queue. At the front, you're stopped by the barrier. When we were here, there was a warden by the barrier explaining what they were doing because of COVID. Once the reception was clear, the barrier was lifted. You could pull forward and then go into reception and book in. Just before the barrier, there's a car park for visitors, which I don't know if anyone knows, but visitors are free on the caravan and motorhome club sites. And an entrance by the office to cut across to the annex site. When we booked in, I asked to go on beachside, and we were told we could quickly pop over and see if there's a site we liked, or we could pick one from the map, which we did. We were then giving the fob for the barrier entry with the site number on, so we already got allocated our site, and then we had to leave this site, drive up to the other site and pitch up. Driving around this site, there is a motorhome point here, so you can get your water, wastewater and so forth. Behind it is a service point for the caravanners, which has got the Elson point, water and for wastewater dump. Also got the bins and recycling for you. Did notice a lot of the pictures this side were on grass, but they have got hard standing pictures. And walking around here, I did notice the ground was a bit steep, especially over onto the right. So I think if you were picking one of these last two pictures, you might need a few leveling ramps or blocks to level the caravan up. In front of you is the exit barrier where we went through to then go back up to the other site. But if you take a left, you'll go into the main site. These are the pictures which I thought were a bit steep, but so here we took a left, and as you can see, the site opens up a bit. Down here you will notice there are some hard standing pictures. And a little bench. Remember, there is a 5 mile/h speed limit around the site, and there were quite a few kids actually on this site, but we are here during the school holidays. I haven't walked all around the site. Just want to give you a quick view of this side of it. As most sites were much of a muchness. Excuse me. Again, we've got a mixture of hard standing and grass pictures, and in the distance is the facility block, which I believe on this side does have disabled facilities. And there is also, by the look of it, a bug hotel. Now we come back to the exit. And what I'm going to do, I'll walk back up to the reception over there, and we'll cut across from the little gateway. If you've got your caravan on the back and you'll want to go up to the annex site, once you leave this site and go up to the road, there is quite a sharp turning to the right, Just take your time, it's not difficult, but when we left the site there was a car parked right opposite the junction, which made it even tighter, but we still managed to get through. Now this is the gateway from the main site. Just be aware that this is a road straight outside the gate, so be careful. Look both ways. Do me green cross code bit. And as you can see, the annex site is almost opposite, and the entrance is only 100 yards up the road. Again, the entrance here is a barrier entry, so you need to fob. This side is a lot smaller than the main site. Even though the main site isn't really big, this is a lot smaller, and basically consists of 2 rows of caravans, one on the beach side and one behind. Now we managed to get beach side. And as we said, you can't put an awning up beachside, but you can if you're on the row behind. There's a facilities block which has a pot wash area, also has your wastewater and Elson Point round the back. Pot wash area has 3 stainless steel sinks. Very simple, very practical, and everywhere was clean, which you do expect from the Caravan and Motorhome Club site. And because of COVID, there were a lot of hand sanitising units around the place, so you could always keep your hands clean. Toilet block was key entry, and as you can see, it's clean between 10:15, or so 15:15. Inside the block, it's very standard. It's clean. It has some urinals in the men's. It has some washing cubicles, so that was quite nice, and a couple of sit-down toilets. And opposite these there were a couple of showers. Not very big facilities block, but it's not a very big annex. But all clean and all perfectly adequate. Now coming outside again, as you can see, this is looking down the opposite side, opposite way of the site. It's not that big. And there is access, or direct access, shall I say, to the beach. I will say all pictures on this side are hard standing and come with electric and TV point. Now the beach itself has, I suppose you could call it a prom. It's a stony beach with a lot of grass growing through it at points, but you can take your dog on here, so ideal for people who own dogs. Just ask you to clean up after you like normal. The beach itself, like I say, is stony, but once you get down to the waterside, you do get some sand. Don't forget to like, subscribe and leave us a comment. Bye for now.